welcome back to the Comics Family. Come and join us as we take a look at the keys of the week for Wednesday, the 15th of May.
Oh, I have lost it. My mind is gone. What am I doing?
You're looking at the keys of the week, dear.
That is it.
Like I just said.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've had a very long day and very little sleep.
Yes, it's been a long week this week.
It has been a long week. But no one cares about that. What you care about are the keys of the week. So why not grab some coffee and join us as we dive into the keys of the week. I'm going to stop saying keys of the week.
And I feel like you probably should have had some coffee.
Keys of the week.
But then you won't sleep. Anywho, I'm going to just dive straight in so that we can get this over with and you can go
keys
to
of the
bed.
week.
And kicking it off, we have Marvel Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt #1, which is an event tie-in. I feel like there's going to be a lot of those again this week.
Yeah, I think there was a couple, but it's not all Marvel event tie-ins, thankfully. Have a look at the cover. Morbius.
Oh, that's who that's meant to be, is it?
Yeah,
it could have been just any vampire.
It could have, but obviously, if you have read Spider-Man over the years, you know what Morbius looks like.
He looks like Jared Leto.
That's a touchy subject. No, he doesn't.
Yes, I know. I was there. I watched the film with you.
I feel sorry for him because whoever the writers were for that film didn't. Yeah. It should not have been a film. It should have been a series, and they should have stretched it out and told the story properly.
It was nothing about Jared Leto's performance. It was nothing to do with the casting or anything. It was literally. It was too rushed.
Yeah.
He did well with what he had, but it needed fleshing out a lot more.
He went from the guy with the illness to the super strong vampire way too quick.
Yeah, it was like, why
is he, real backstory.
Why is he in a cave with bats? How's he figured out that they're going to fix him?
Yeah, there was no real backstory. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, yes, before we get stuck.
We have Batman and Robin #9, and this is the origin and identity of Shush.
Is revealed.
Yeah. Well, yes. I didn't want to take that because it fucking makes sense. Is this the one that Lucy likes? Shush.
I don't know. I know she likes
Punchline. She likes, I swear she mentioned Shush to you as well.
I don't know.
If you're a Batman and Robin fan...
Because it's the female version of Hush.
Who the fuck is Hush?
I don't know, but that's another Batman villain because Shush has cropped up before, like the first appearance of Shush and stuff. Yeah, cropped up on this before because I laughed about the fact that Shush is a female version of Hush and it's like She-Hush.
Right, someone let me know in the comments who Hush and Shush are. Yeah, moving on.
To Deadpool #1. This is a logo variant. It is a second print.
Yeah.
How is this a key?
It's just a logo. I don't get how that's a key.
No, it's a cool cover.
I'm a massive Deadpool fan and I just disagree with it.
It's a cool cover.
It is a cool cover.
I don't know if it's a foil.
Possibly.
Or whether it's like that.
I didn't see it.
The Scarlet Witch one, that it was the crown that looked like it should be a foil and it wasn't. It was just black, but they made it look like it was curtains or whatever.
I don't know. It doesn't say foil. They usually say they're foil. It's the 1 in 25. I won't pick it up.
It's a second print.
Yeah. But then we have Doom #1. Doom goes on a quest to harness more power than any human has ever wielded before in order to try to stop Galactus from bringing about the death of the universe.
Well, I suppose that's a pretty good way to go about the reason to get more power.
I mean, what, Galactus has gone for a buffet and he's eating more than one planet at a time?
He's like, no.
He's having a universe milkshake.
He thinks they are Skittles.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Or like Millions, where you just like get the packet and you're like,
Yeah.
So many planets.
It's just a one shot. I looked at this earlier and I was kind of on the fence about it. Yeah, I'm still on the fence about it.
Well, mind the
It's Jonathan Hickman, so. What do you pick?
Thanks. Keeping going, we are now on to IDW. This is Godzilla's 70th anniversary #1. It's an anthology of Godzilla stories because apparently he's a 70-year-old giant lizard guy.
40 years old now. Look at the state of that. Nothing wrong with the art. It's just Just like the original rubber suit Godzilla.
Yes.
That just makes me laugh. Everyone would be running and screaming. I'd be too busy fucking wetting myself. Look at his face. I just stood on it.
He is a year younger than my parents. That's what I've taken for that. Godzilla is a year younger than my parents.
So when everyone was shouting, Godzilla, he come out this size for your parents. Oh, and here we have, this is the Killer from Key Collectors, and it's just a variant cover. And again,
it looks like a dog. Like the head.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Like it's more dog-like, yeah.
And, I'm sure it's just
T-Rex arms.
Well, he did look like kind of like a T-Rex, didn't he?
No, he had proper size arms.
Did he? Yeah. Well, there he's got T-Rex arms, and I think it's just where he's got the shadow on his nose. It makes it look like where he's got that bit of shadow there. It makes it look like he's got a dog snout.
Yeah. Staten, they didn't really know how to make giant Godzilla suits back then. I'm, click away now. So she stops growing.
Click away. Yes. Do you want to do the next one, seeing as the last one?
No, you can do it.
Okay. It is Heartpiercer #1, coming to you from Dark Horse. It is a dark fantasy about a betrayed warrior who awakes into a dark world overrun by nightmares. So
he died and went to hell.
It's
is that not
night terrors?
No, because he's a dark betrayed who wakes into. So he's died. He's been killed when he was betrayed and sent to hell. If that's not the end of this story, I'll be surprised.
Maybe, yes. But he wakes up and the nightmares have come to life. I'm like, it's night terrors.
It is night terrors. But it does kind of intrigue me a little bit.
He's clearly a druid because he's got the antlers.
Is that him? Or is that like a bad guy? So you don't. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think that's Heartpiercer.
Maybe, but
it says a warrior.
Yeah, true. It didn't say it was a man.
Yeah, it didn't say it was a man. But a betrayed warrior who was murdered and sent to hell. Anywho, moving on to Masters of the Universe Revolution #1.
It's another Dark Horse.
It is another Dark Horse, and it's a 4-issue team up of Hordak and Skeletor in the early days of the villain's rise to power. So, if you are a Masters of the Universe fan, that might be one for you. He looks like the vampire dude out of...
He looks like an orc.
No, he doesn't. He looks like the vampire dude out of Warhammer.
Oh. I was terrified of Skeletor when I was a kid.
My sister loved him.
It makes sense.
Yeah, she's weird.
I didn't particularly like He-Man, but my cousin, who's 18 months, 2 years younger than me, had a Skeletor scepter thing. And you press a button and then it's like eyes lit up and it made sounds. Yeah. And he left it at my house once when he came over to play, and my mum had to hide it because I was terrified of this thing.
How old were you?
5 or 6. I was little, but I was full on petrified of this thing.
Yeah.
She had to hide it. It was behind the coat rack.
If anyone knows where I can get one of them, so that every time she's talking to me, I'll be like, do not make me get the staff.
That's really mean. You're gonna reignite childhood trauma and just find me crying in a corner somewhere.
Will you give me what I want?
A divorce?
You will do this? Oh, the staff is coming out the cupboard.
A clinically sectioned wife who's had a mental breakdown. So I hear it giggling.
I mean, I don't need the staff for that. That's going to happen eventually with our kids.
Yeah, you know that they'll terrorise me with it as well.
Because they'll think it's funny. I don't think you'd be terrorised by it now.
No, probably not. I was I was petrified of this thing.
No, it's not as bad as anyone was. Moving on
to Outsiders #7, coming to us from DC. It is the death of an unknown character. Oh, for fuck's sake! It is the death of Bob, who lives next door.
Now, I obviously haven't been reading Outsiders. I haven't got a clue who they are. It just looks like some fake Batman and other people. But is it a character that's first appeared in this comic and then dies? Because how's that a key?
I'm assuming
they're not a big enough character for one issue.
Yeah, it's got to be somebody important, hence it's funeral for a friend. It's got to be somebody that has some kind of importance to the storyline rather than it just being...
Yeah.
Dave from down the road has snuffed it.
No! Dave!
Winston.
Why you got to go there? Why? Oh, now you're definitely getting us off.
No! You didn't even know that dog.
I met him once, and once was enough.
He was lovely.
He was.
Emily turned around to me earlier and was like, Winston died. I was like, yes, darling, he did. Like, both kids keep talking about it.
Yeah, because to them, death is strange.
It is.
How they need to learn about death is by reading comics. And if you're reading comics, here's one for you from Mad Cave. Sanction number 1 is what you'll be doing, don't. In 1987 Leningrad, a woman's corpse is discovered on New Year's Day, leading to a pair of detectives connecting the murder to an old, unsolved crime, dragging them both into an investigation that puts their careers and lives at risk.
That doesn't sound shit.
That doesn't sound shit. That doesn't sound too bad. I did not see this before.
No, it is one of those like random...
It's Mad Cave.
Yeah.
Which is Image. I think Mad Cave... Is it Image? No, I think Mad Cave. Like Top Cow, I think.
No, Top Cow.
Top Cow is part of Image. I think Top Cow is like Todd McFarlane's own brand.
Oh.
But he still has it publishing that via Image.
Top Cow.
So all the ones in Image come under the 6 guys that run it. I think 6 or 7. And they've all got their own like separate comic companies that work through Image.
Right.
Like Kirkman's got Scarbound. I don't know what else it got. They're not important enough.
Maybe one of them is Mad Cave.
No, I don't think Mad Cave is.
But yeah, that...
It might be. Someone let me know in the comments.
That doesn't sound shit. I don't think I'd necessarily read it as a comic book.
I might read it, but not collect it. And then if I read it in the first one, I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. Then I go out and get it.
Yeah.
Because it's the sort of thing that sounds like maybe it could get picked up as a series later.
Yeah.
Or a really shit film because they don't do it justice.
Yeah, true. 1987 Russia. There you go.
I was a year old. You don't know? What was the New
Year's
Day?
You were nearly 2. Oh no, so that would have been like the first day of 1987. So I was not known to exist. I did exist. My mother did not know I existed.
Oh yeah. Moving on. Before you get into some more trauma.
To something epic. We're moving on to something epic. Number 10. This is the key of the week from Jim Comics of YouTube. And that is all they want to tell us about it.
I thought this was Howard the Duck. It's not.
It's deductive. But yes, it is Gritty Donald.
Yeah.
Donald who's had like too much coffee and not enough sleep.
Yeah. No, that doesn't pick one. Did I pick this one? Did I get that one up? I don't think I did. So let's have a closer look at it.
You did get that one up.
No.
So put it away again. Stop getting things
up.
But
deductive doesn't give me any...
No. Keep moving.
Moving on, still from Image, is Spawn Monolith number 1. And it's the origin of Monolith, a Hellspawn.
I assume it's a very large one.
Yeah, what's this do here?
I wondered if it was a dude with a giant head.
No, I think that's Malbolgia. Or one of the devils.
This is a face that cares.
Good. You should care.
Move on.
Yes, dear.
Something else we really don't care about. Which is Star Wars Mace Windu number 4. The first appearance of the Shroud.
How dare you not like Samuel Jackson?
I don't like Star Wars.
No.
I don't get... To be fair, maybe I'm missing something because so many people love it.
Because she's a Trekkie.
I was raised a Trekkie. Saturday morning was like Star Trek. Yeah. Me and my dad bonding over watching Star Trek when I was a kid. But like, there's so many like big pop culture references that I'm like, I don't get, or that I've never really been into, and then I watch it. And
that's because you spent most of your childhood hiding from the staff.
Maybe. But I never really got the Harry Potter thing because I read the first 4 when I was a kid, and then I was like, oh, they're kids' books. I'm too old. I didn't realize they were aging with me and got significantly darker. And then I read them as an adult, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually really good. I enjoyed this. The books, less so the films, because film adaptations of books tend to suck.
It's very rare that you get a decent film adaptation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TV series adaptations do tend to be better because they've got more time to
tell the whole story. But they're doing the Harry Potter TV series, aren't they?
Yeah, apparently so.
And I, for one, will not be watching
it. We'll see.
Well, I will be watching it because she'll make me watch it.
I do not make you watch anything.
No, but I mean, you'll be watching it, and then there'll be nothing else for me to do.
And you will sit in here on your laptop, like you have now that I've discovered Bridgerton.
I am not watching that.
What, Bridgerton?
Yes. I'm sorry, is there a problem with me on my laptop?
It's brilliant. It's making me so happy.
Moving on, before we find out more of her TV choices, is Ultimate X-Men number 3, and this is the origin of Maystorm.
Wasn't that in the last one?
No, her first appearance was in the last one.
Okay.
And of course, you can see it's Peter Moko.
Yes, that is nice. I like that cover.
It is nice. There's a Wolverine series coming out, so I think it's called Rage of Wolverine, and there's a Peter Moko variant cover for it. I don't want the series. I just want this one cover because it's a really nice Wolverine.
Okay.
And I think that around September.
Okay. Put it on the list.
You think I haven't done it already?
But yeah, this is my one book of the week.
It is your one book of the week, yes.
So my pull list is going to be really easy this week.
Maybe you could kick it off. Here's my book. Over to him.
Yeah, it's here's my book. I'm off to watch telly.
Yeah.
Just leave you to just do it on your own. I'll be like, can't be asked. You just record it.
Thanks. That's great. Love the commitment there. I'm joking. Come on. Finish us off.
Oh, is this me?
Finish us off strong.
Last night, we had Venom Separation Anxiety number 1. This is the first appearance of the King in Purple, Purple Man, who is able to take pieces of the symbiote with a touch. Well, that doesn't sound fucking terrifying.
Yes it does.
Kilgrave with a symbiote? That...
Yeah, I know what you're saying that. Yeah. But it's not just any symbiote. He's taking pieces of different symbiotes.
I'm assuming when they say Purple Man, it is Kilgrave.
It's Kilgrave, yeah. Well, from the pictures I've seen, it's Kilgrave. And this is obviously a homage to the Web of Spider-Man, the original Web of Spider-Man series. What?
I'm imagining David Tennant in a spandex suit.
You think that's spandex? I think with Venom, you've got to imagine him having tar, living tar basically on his body, and it's constantly moving and shifting and stuff. It's got like a glisten.
Thinking of David Tennant.
Why do I?
Because I love you.
But I also like David Tennant, and I thought he was brilliant in the Jessica Jones series. So bring him back.
Pretty much everything that I've seen him in.
Yeah. And I have read the comic where she tells Luke about what happened with her with the Purple Man. Fuck me, the comics was. He's one sick puppy.
You mean you've not read the comic to know what he did to her originally? Or is it that not in the books? That's pre-book.
It doesn't come in until quite late into her original series. And she gets absolutely annihilated. Because it maybe it's like a trauma thing, and every now and again she goes off in the rails because of what happened to her.
Yeah.
And then she reveals to Luke, she finally gives in and tells Luke what happened. Even though when she's drunk, she tells him how much of a brilliant man Matt Murdock is, and he should aspire to be like Matt Murdock. He's like, yeah, thanks for that. Cheers. Yeah. But yeah, she revealed everything that he did to her.
He is a pretty amazing man.
What, Perth Man?
No, Matt Murdock.
Yeah. You just mean Charlie Cox. Anywho, that is it from us this week. Thanks for joining us for the Keys of the Week. Don't forget to come back for our pull list. Hopefully, as of next week, we will be going live on New Comic Book Day inside of New Dawn to give you a first-hand look of what's on the shelves. Maybe you can give us comments on books that you spot that have got great storylines and we could pick up.
Yes, and for those of you that are not local, you will finally get to see what Jamie and Lizzie look like.
Who's Lizzie? Sorry, what's that?
Yes, those of you that aren't local and can't go in and meet them in person will finally get to see what they look like.
They might have seen their whatnot and occasionally see Jamie's head bob up and down.
Just Lizzie's hands being like...
I don't think you ever see Lizzie's hands.
She's the one moving the books, isn't she?
No, Jamie's doing that. Are you saying that the man has feminine hands? That's terrible.
To be fair, I've never really looked.
Feel free to now charge double for her books. I'm kidding, because I end up paying for some. But
our brain is unravelling. I think it's time for us to get some sleep.
It is very much time for us to get some sleep. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.